Have you ever wondered why Egypt, a country in the middle of the desert, was once the cradle of one of the most advanced civilizations in the world? The answer lies in its unique geography and the life-giving Nile River. Egypt, a land of contrast and mystery, is nestled in the northeast corner of Africa. It's surrounded by vast expanses of desert, namely the Sahara, the world's largest hot desert. But don't let the desert fool you. Egypt is far from barren. In fact, it was home to one of the most sophisticated and enduring civilizations in history. You see, the secret to Egypt's prosperity was its strategic location and the Nile River. The Nile, the longest river in the world, cuts through Egypt from south to north, creating a fertile green valley in the midst of the desert. This fertile land, known as the Nile Delta, was the breadbasket of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The Nile wasn't just a source of water and food, it was a highway, a calendar, a god. Its predictable annual floods replenished the soil, ensuring bountiful harvests. These floods also gave the ancient Egyptians a natural calendar, with the year divided into 3 seasons: inundation, growth, and harvest. The river's northward flow also made transportation easy. Ancient Egyptians moved goods, people, and ideas up and down the Nile, fostering trade and cultural exchange. It was the artery of the ancient Egyptian civilization, pumping life into its cities and temples. And the Egyptians didn't waste this bounty. They built grand cities, invented complex systems of writing, developed advanced techniques in agriculture and construction, and created art and literature that still captivate us today. All of this was possible because of the Nile, a river that turned a desert into a cradle of civilization. So, the next time you think of Egypt, think of the Nile. Think of how this river, flowing through a desert, nurtured a civilization that has fascinated us for millennia. And so, with the Nile as its lifeblood, the ancient Egyptian civilization thrived. Imagine a time when pharaohs ruled the land, constructing awe-inspiring monuments and leading Egypt into an era of unprecedented prosperity. This was the Age of Pharaohs, a period that saw the rise of one of the world's earliest and most powerful civilizations. The pharaohs were more than just rulers. They were considered gods on earth. Their divine status was reflected in the monumental pyramids they commissioned. These incredible architectural feats were not merely tombs, but declarations of the pharaoh's power and divinity. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is a testament to this grandeur. It stood as the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years, an enduring symbol of the pharaoh's might and ambition. Religion was deeply intertwined with every aspect of life in ancient Egypt, and the pharaoh was at its center. The pharaoh was the intermediary between the gods and the people, maintaining Ma'at, the cosmic order, by performing rituals and offering sacrifices. The pharaoh's divine role was so significant that death was not seen as an end, but a transformation into a powerful spirit who continued to protect Egypt. The social structure of ancient Egypt was a pyramid in itself, with the pharaoh at the top. The society was highly stratified, with officials, priests, and military leaders making up the upper class, the middle class consisting of skilled laborers and merchants, and the lower class made up of farmers and slaves. This structure, while rigid, allowed for the efficient administration of the vast Egyptian empire. Among the many pharaohs, certain names echo through history. Tutankhamun, the boy king whose tomb provided invaluable insights into royal burial practices and life in ancient Egypt. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, remembered for her intelligence, political acumen, and tragic love affairs. The pharaohs have long since passed, but their legacy persists, etched in stone and sand. Their grand monuments, religious traditions, and social structures have left indelible marks on the annals of human history, a testament to a civilization that truly understood the art of immortality. But what happened when foreign powers set their sights on Egypt's wealth? As the age of pharaohs waned, Egypt found itself under the yoke of a new foreign power, the Greeks. The Ptolemaic dynasty, founded by Alexander the Great's general Ptolemy, ruled Egypt for nearly 300 years. This period saw a fusion of ancient Egyptian and Greek cultures, creating a unique blend that left a lasting impact on Egypt's identity. Ptolemaic Egypt was a fascinating era. The ruling class, Greek in origin, adopted Egyptian customs and traditions, even worshipping Egyptian gods alongside their own. The capital city, Alexandria, named after Alexander the Great, became a beacon of knowledge and culture, housing the famous Library of Alexandria and a lighthouse that was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. However, the Ptolemaic rule was not without its challenges. A series of internal conflicts and power struggles weakened the dynasty over time. As the Ptolemaic power waned, a new and mighty force was rising in the west: the Roman Empire. Rome had long been interested in Egypt for its grain, which was crucial for feeding the ever-growing population of the Roman capital. When the last Ptolemaic ruler, the famous Cleopatra, failed to maintain her dynasty's independence, Egypt fell to the Roman legions. Under Roman rule, Egypt became the empire's breadbasket. The Romans introduced more efficient farming techniques, increasing the production of grain. However, the Roman rulers were often harsh and exploitative, leading to several revolts among the Egyptian populace. Despite the hardships, the Romans also brought changes that shaped Egypt's future. They built new cities and infrastructure, introduced Roman law, and spread their language and culture. The integration of Roman culture with the existing Greek and Egyptian traditions created a unique cultural mix that further enriched Egypt's identity. With the fall of the Roman Empire, Egypt too fell into a period of decline. But as we'll see, this was far from the end of Egypt's story. Yet, Egypt was far from finished. A new era was about to dawn. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Egypt found itself at the crossroads of history once again. This time, it was the Islamic conquest that reshaped the nation's destiny. In the 7th century, the Muslim Arab forces, led by the general Amr ibn al-As, swept across Egypt. The Byzantine forces were no match for the invaders, and Egypt soon became a province of the Umayyad Caliphate. This marked the beginning of Islamic Egypt, a period that would last for over 1,000 years, shaping the culture, religion, and architecture of the country. The Islamic Golden Age, spanning from the 8th to the 14th century, was a time of intellectual and cultural prosperity. Egypt, particularly Cairo, was a vital center of this flourishing civilization. The city was a hub for scholars, scientists, and artists who contributed to advancements in various fields, from mathematics and astronomy to literature and philosophy. As the centuries rolled on, Egypt's star continued to shine under different Muslim dynasties. The Fatimids, the Ayyubids, the Mamluks, each left their indelible mark on Egypt's history. However, by the 16th century, another powerful force began to cast its shadow over Egypt: the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans, based in present-day Turkey, ruled Egypt for nearly 400 years. This era was marked by political shifts and socioeconomic changes. The Ottomans integrated Egypt into their vast empire, introducing new administrative systems, military strategies, and trade networks. Yet, despite the Ottoman influence, Egypt retained its unique identity, weaving Ottoman elements into its rich tapestry of culture and history. From the Ottomans, Egypt moved into the hands of the French and then the British, but not before leaving its mark on history. The story of Egypt is a testament to its resilience and adaptability, a nation that has endured and thrived through the ebb and flow of time. So, where does Egypt stand today after centuries of change and upheaval? Well, let's fast forward to the early 20th century. Egypt was under British rule, a period marked by nationalistic fervor and the struggle for sovereignty. The year 1952 would prove pivotal in Egypt's history. A successful military coup led by the charismatic Gamal Abdel Nasser overthrew the monarchy, marking the birth of the Republic of Egypt. This was a significant milestone, signaling a new era of self-governance and autonomy. Since then, Egypt has navigated through various political landscapes, grappling with economic challenges and social transformations. Despite these challenges, Egypt has achieved remarkable strides in various sectors. The country has made significant advancements in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, with mega-projects such as the expansion of the Suez Canal, demonstrating Egypt's ambition and potential for growth. Egypt's cultural influence cannot be overstated. Known as the cultural hub of the Arab world, Egypt's film industry, vibrant art scene, and rich literary tradition have a far-reaching impact that transcends borders. Egyptian cinema, often referred to as the Hollywood of the Middle East, has been a cornerstone of Arab culture, shaping narratives and sparking conversations. Economically, Egypt has positioned itself as a key player in the region. It's the largest Arab country and the third largest economy in Africa. Its strategic location, linking Europe, Africa, and Asia, makes it an important player in global trade. Politically, Egypt plays a significant role too. Its leadership in the Arab League and its peace treaty with Israel are just a few examples of its active participation in regional diplomacy. Egypt's voice, often characterized by pragmatism and balance, is influential in shaping the political landscape of the Middle East. From the ancient pharaohs to the bustling streets of Cairo today, Egypt's story is one of resilience and transformation. From its glorious past to its promising future, Egypt continues to inspire and amaze, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people. So, we've journeyed through time, witnessing the rise and fall of one of the world's greatest civilizations. We've delved into the mysteries of ancient Egypt, marveled at the age of pharaohs, and traversed through periods of Ptolemaic and Roman rule. We've explored the glow of the Islamic Golden Age and the influence of Ottoman rule, and finally, we've glimpsed into the face of modern Egypt. And as the sun sets over the pyramids, we're reminded that Egypt's story is still being written, its mysteries still being uncovered. Until next time, keep exploring.